So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to apply a matte eyeshadow flawlessly without creasing. Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be starting off with my eyeshadow base, the Tara eyeshadow base, and this is the eyeshadow I'm going to be using, the Color Studio, and these are the colors I'm going to be using for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to be starting off by applying the eyeshadow primer on the lid. This primer is very important. We all know that eyeshadow primer is very important because that's a base for your eyeshadow to stay on. So I apply that with a brush, blend that out properly, and I'm going ahead to apply more because however your eyeshadow base appears, that's how your eyeshadow is going to appear, especially your matte eyeshadow. So I'm trying to like apply more so I can have it totally cover the eyelid, and I am really blending, taking my time to blend because I don't want it to crease. If my eyeshadow primer creases, that's how my eyeshadow is going to appear, and we're using a matte eyeshadow, so we don't want any of that. So after blending out properly and make sure it's well blended, I use an animal hair brush to pick my matte eyeshadow. So in this video we're using this red shade, and I'm picking and dabbing, placing it on the eyelid. I'm not dragging. So when using a matte eyeshadow, just pat it in, don't drag the eyeshadow. You only do that when you're using like a pigmented eyeshadow. So I do that and blend the outer corner of the eyes properly. Now I'm using a very light shade of brown to blend the outer corner of the eyes, doing the same thing on the other part of the eyes. So when I'm doing my matte eyeshadow, I place the eyeshadow on the lid before transitioning and also contouring or darkening on that outer corner of the eyes, whatever it is I'm going to do. So after blending the brown, using it to transition, I'm going to start building up with my black, because if you can see from the thumbnail, the eyeshadow we have here is the shade of red and black on the outer corner of the eye. So when using a black eyeshadow, getting a black eyeshadow is very tricky, guys. So just make sure you build up than just going into it with a lot of eyeshadow, because if it's not enough you can always build, and if it's too much you cannot reduce. At this point, if you're not subscribed yet, this is the best time to subscribe to my channel. Don't make it your last. Click the subscribe button and be part of this family. I promise you're going to enjoy your stay on this channel. So I'm just using like a very clean brush to blend the demarcation between the black and the brown, and also try to smoke it out a little. So when smoking with your eyeshadow, like you saw in the thumbnail, you don't use the same brush you used to apply the eyeshadow to smoke out. It's better you use a clean brush, and I'm using a fluffy brush to do that. If you notice, I keep changing brushes because I don't want to have so much and I don't want to mess it up. So I went ahead to add more black eyeshadow because I want it more intense. So I just place that on the outer corner of the eyes and blend that out properly. So just to smudge under the eyes and just blend that in, I'm going to use my fluffy brush to just blend the outer corner of the eyes, like under the eyes but the outer corner of the eyes. As you can see, I'm trying to just blend it into it. So for a more blended eyeshadow, or like a more clean eyeshadow, just to make sure there is no demarcation, guys, I went ahead with a powder to blend the crease and the brow bone, just around that area, just to make sure I don't have any creasing. So to smudge under the eyes, I'm using a small animal hair brush, a fluffy brush but a small one under the eyes to smudge under the eyes. When working with a matte eyeshadow, a fluffy brush like an animal hair brush is your friend. So to line the eyes, I'm using my Beyond Beauty gel liner. This is the regular gel liner I use. I'm not changing it anytime soon. So after doing this, just get a fluffy brush and dust out under of her eyes, because you just use a black eyeshadow. Even though we build up and took very tiny quantity and there was no much fallout on the face, you still need to blend. And of course it's makeup you're doing, so when you're blending every part of the face. So I'm going to be lining her waterline with the same Beyond Beauty gel liner. So this is me just taking out the dirt in her eyes. Make sure you don't leave any dirt in her eyes if there is any, and make sure it gets tacky before taking it under the eye. This way is going to give me like a darker consistency. While my powder puff fell, sorry about that. It's going to give me a darker consistency, like it's going to make it more intense, and it's going to give me like a matte finish on the eye. So this is me taking off dirt from the other part of her eyes, and I'm going ahead to build. You can always build up your gel liner. You apply, if it's not enough, you just wait for it for a while, and go ahead to do that. So I'm using my Wing Beauty mascara on her lashes before going into it to the false lashes. And if you notice, because she has like a matte eyeshadow on, I'm supposed to pull her eyes up and apply the mascara, but I'm just trying to do it from the outer corner of the eyes because this is a matte eyeshadow. It's a very tricky eyeshadow to work on, so very tricky and simple, trust me. But then you have to be very careful when working with a matte eyeshadow. So we're done with the eyes. I applied her false lashes off camera. Now it's time to do her brows. Like if you've been watching my video, you'll notice I've been doing my brows last lately and it has been working for me. So I have a very sharp pencil. The pencil I'm using is my Davis brow pencil. This is like my all-time fave. This is one of the best pencil in my opinion. I love it and it works for me. It has been working for me since day one. So I just apply that. I sketch it like a very light sketch because I don't want to have like a dark brows, and fill the outer corner, like the ending part of the brows, like the brow bone area down to the tail of the brows. And I get another sharp pencil and extend it a little. Now I'm just stroking it, filling it with a very light stroke just to give me like the natural brow effect. So this is me just trying to correct the brows and the rest of them. After that, I'm just going to use my spoolie to brush that and to make everything even like a uniform. Just correct anywhere you need to correct. And guys, this is the look. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this video, and bye for now. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.